So I was promised a puppy for this presentation. I want to thank our sponsors, and I want to suggest that for future sponsors, being situated next to the puppy cuddle might be the best place to be, because I spent some significant time there in order to prepare for this speech. I can't begin without talking a little bit about Troy. I know we've talked about him a bit already, but for the last couple years, and definitely the last year of my life, many of my mornings have started in just the way Cameron described, with a call or a text from Mayor Walker. Sometimes it was to rub it in that he was already on the mountain bike trail, and I was not. Sometimes it was to discuss an issue that we were dealing with at the officer level. Sometimes it was some pretty funny memes or social commentary. But I have come to just enjoy and love serving with him, and luckily, since he'll be still serving as past president, I anticipate that the next year of my life will continue to often be started with a call or a text message from Mayor Walker. Yesterday, as he concluded his big speech, and just so you know, in preparation for that, were also several phone calls while he debated what to say and what to share. I noticed that he looked incredibly lighter at the conclusion of that speech. He had completed his term of service, he had discharged the duties of his office with fidelity, and a weight had lifted from his shoulders. And this morning, as an elder millennial with middle age approaching, I have acquired a weighted vest that I wear when I walk the dog at the crack of dawn, in my ankle socks, with a headlamp. And you only get that joke if you are an elder millennial. So Justin and Cameron are probably with me on that one. But literally this morning, as I was walking in my weighted vest, trying to chase calories away, I thought about the duties and the responsibilities that I hold in public office and that I owe all of you. And that weight of responsibility felt very real this morning as I watched the sunrise over Bountiful. I know we had some of our young people suggest that sunsets are better in other communities, but I will tell you that sunrises coming over the Sessions Mountains in Bountiful cannot be beat. So I wanted to just start off my year of service to all of you with two areas that I think are incredibly important and where I want to dedicate my service. The first goes to our caucus system and the incredibly important role those caucuses play in helping us identify unifying themes that are of critical importance to us as cities and as towns. And they help us gather feedback, they help us share concerns, they help us identify unique problems and worries, and then quite frankly, they help us identify solutions. And we share these perspectives as rapid growth cities, as resort communities, as large cities. There is, however, one caucus that has suffered really far too long with being the worst named caucus of all the caucuses, and it is mine. The established mid-sized city caucus. And I do want to vow that in this year, cities of long-standing, yet appropriately sized, that are incredibly vibrant, will have a better caucus name. I am testing out the Best Cities Caucus. It's open to feedback and other name ideas. As my colleagues in Bountiful will tell you, I really enjoy naming things like snowplows, and I'm looking forward to Flake Effect plowing my street this year. But in all seriousness, these caucuses are where we come together in small groups and then help us take big ideas far. Service in Bountiful has given me incredible brothers and sisters of the heart with whom I do not share DNA, but with whom I spend a tremendous amount of time. And I don't always agree, but I always want to know what they think. And League Service has enlarged that family for me. And it is so incredibly valuable and rewarding that this association gives us cities you can reach out to, like Park City when you need help on a filming ordinance. Like Draper, when you decide you're going to build trails and you need to know how to do a master plan. Like St. George, when you're in the middle of a drought and you want to know how you can do water-wise landscaping but still make your parks look inviting and lush. And sometimes cities are able to give you incredible support on those tough days when we leave public meetings and are pretty sure we haven't done it right. Not at all, because our residents have let us know that. And you have friends from Mapleton who are there to buoy you up and remind you why you serve and give you that support you need to carry on. So I have learned in this service that I have a 255 city family index where I can reach out to brothers and sisters and wise aunties and uncles that will help us get the best ideas, the best practices, and we share those in those caucuses, and then we bring them forward to the state because we are the level of government that can never shut down and never go on interim break. And so the strength of our league is truly in our membership. The second thing, and you've heard this theme already, is that I am a big fan, as my colleague Richard Higginson taught me early on, of unstructured hangout time. And you're wondering, what's unstructured hangout time, and how can you get some? Unstructured hangout time allow us to build these small nuggets that we can stitch into islands so that you can build common ground to launch big ideas from. And I know that you're thinking, this is probably just Kate's ploy to take the unofficial, unsanctioned mid-year mountain bike ride and make it unstructured official hangout time. And you wouldn't be wrong. However, I want to challenge all of us to think about the ways that we can build common ground with our state, county, school board partners and move from the animus that sometimes divides us and find those unstructured moments to build that common ground we can launch forward to new solutions. I once took a county commissioner on an e-bike that may have been slightly too big for her to see our trail system. She may have had a minor wipeout and an even smaller minor concussion. She's fine now. That mountain bike ride has become an epic legend. I think she saved me from a moose that was charging us on the mountain by throwing herself and her bike in front of it. But that unstructured hangout time has led to a deep relationship of trust, which means that no matter how hard the topics are we are discussing, her door is always open because we always start with the story of that minor bike accident, the slight concussion, the mystery moose, and then we can move forward from solving problems from there. So I challenge everyone to think deeply about the things you have in your community that you can share and that you can tell legislators about. We all have things that we can tell them about, whether it's chili cook-offs, and you can share your Tums with the legislators when they don't know that it's going to be that spicy. If you have never taken your legislators to crush things at a landfill, oh, the catharsis of your shared service that you can bond over doing that. And so I hope that this year as we move forward that we continue to value both our caucuses as we work internally, and then we help share those stories outward so that we can continue to lift our state and find great solutions. This next year, as Cam mentioned, the league staff loves to be out and about among you, and I plan to spend this year being out among you as well. I look forward to learning about your cities, about your cool, hole-in-the-wall, best special sauce restaurants. You're welcome to see if your trails can rival mine. I will bring my bike, please bring yours. And we are going to work to then share these messages with our state legislative friends. So with that, I look forward to continuing to serve with this amazing group of people here on stage and serving with all of you as we move forward to our next year of being completely with and for our communities and showing that we're the level of government that gets things done.